This is the halfway mark of the semester for a lot of college students. So this is a perfect time to take a measurement of where you stand in the semester as far as grades are concerned. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to create a little spreadsheet, a little chart, and on the left-hand column, list all your courses. So if you're taking 5 classes, I want you to list every one of your classes. And across the top, you're going to have several columns. The next column after your classes is going to be your current average. Finding the current average for each of your classes might take a little bit of time. So you're going to take some time, be patient, block off some time to explore what is my current grade for each one of my classes. You're just going to have to keep looking until you find your current average. Because some professors are really good at posting their grades. Some of them don't necessarily post them regularly. Some of them post them on the university website. Some of them post them on another website. So it's going to take a little bit of digging for you to find your current average for each one of your classes. The next column, the next 2 columns are going to be devoted to exploring how many grades or points or percentages you have yet to earn. So the next column is going to be big grades. It could be exam and a project or a paper or a presentation, any of your next big grades and how much are they worth. And the next column is going to be your weekly grades or smaller grades and how much are they worth. So like, for example, I have one student who we did this and he had 5 more quizzes yet to be earned, and he had I think like 7 more in-class quizzes. So he had several small grades yet to be earned, and they add up. So the next column is your goal. So you might be in a situation where you're failing the semester at this point. So you want your goal, you're going to have to figure out whether it's mathematically possible for you to pass this class. That's why you want to figure out what your upcoming grades are and how much they're worth. If it's mathematically possible to pass this class, then we're going to have to change our strategy and our next actions to actually reach your academic goal, which might be simply to pass the course. If it's mathematically impossible for you to pass the course, then you might have to consider dropping the course. Now, for some students, the drop date for their university has already passed. So if that's the case, you can't drop the course, you're failing the course, what do you do? Where we're going to play this game till the end. You're going to be engaged, and we're going to lose this game by 1 point. We're not going to lose this game by 20 million points. So you're going to work as hard as you can to be as close to passing as possible. Now, if you're not failing, then this is the time where you're able to assess a realistic goal. Is it possible to make that 85? If it's not, then maybe just a 75. So create a realistic goal, taking into account your current average and the grades yet to be earned between now and the end of the semester. So once you establish a realistic goal, then that next column is a strategy. You gotta change what you're doing if you need to increase your grade. What kind of strategy is going to be put into place for you the second half of this semester? And then if you've already reached your grade, I had some students who they've reached their grades. They've reached their goals. So then you need to just continue doing what you're doing. But if you haven't reached your goal, then you're going to need to up your game a little bit to nudge your needle closer and closer towards your goal. The last column on this chart is going to be your next action for this week. So those are very specific actions. It could be read chapter 7 by Wednesday at 10 a.m. It could be email the professor. It could be meet with a classmate in order to study. So I had one student that their specific action for this week was to visit the museums because she was an art major. So, okay, this is the week I'm actually going to visit all the museums in the area. So in summary, this is what I call the halftime scoreboard, where we take a measurement of where we are today, right now, the current average of all your classes, number one. Number two, we want to write down how many upcoming grades are you still have left to earn, and what are their values. 3, what's your realistic goal, taking into consideration your current average and the upcoming grades or the available grades yet to come. And then 4, what are your strategies and specific actions for this week? Whether you're failing the semester at this point, or whether you're doing okay and you just need to nudge your grade up a couple of points, 5 points, or whether you're on track and you're doing fine, this strategy will help you finish the semester strong. Let's do it. This is Ruth Bomar, your online academic coach.